Hi everyone, I am the Knitting Fairy Godmother and I want to sprinkle some special stitches for you and sprinkle some special stitches for me and sprinkle some special stitches for what we're doing today. Today we're going to start a new video called Ask a Knitting Fairy Godmother, and the question we have is about cable memory. So if you have a circular needle that has cables that form a circle where they should be straight, that's what we're going to fix today. Let's talk about safety. So it's important that you're safe when we're doing this because we're using hot water, the oven, or the microwave. And so adult supervision should be involved, and use your common sense. This technique works the best with circular knitting needles that have a see-through nylon cable. So this set of needles is wood with a plastic cable, and then I also have the same situation with a longer cable, and these are metal tips. So this technique will work with both types of needles. I have a couple of old bath towels that I like to keep around, so when you upgrade your towels, keep your old ones for things like this. I'm using packaged beans as weights to hold the needle down until it's cool. And because we're using hot water, I have UV gloves. I feel like Mickey Mouse when I wear these, see? And a hot pad for my hot pan. So I have this water that's hot on the stove, and I'm going to turn the stove off and move the pan onto my hot pad. So when you take the lid off, be careful that you don't burn yourself with the steam. And you can hold the tips of your knitting needle and then give your cable a facial, a nice steam bath, and you can kind of see that it changes shape. You can adjust where the steam hits the cable. We're trying to loosen and soften that memory. You can also heat your water in the microwave and do the same thing. And I've even seen some people who submerge the cable into the water. And that's just going to depend on your choice, and you have to see what works for your cable needles. Because this set of needles is bamboo, I'm trying not to get them in the water because of the wood. So when you feel like your needles when the cable is soft and pliable, then we can set it to rest. And this is just like when you make cookies, you have to let the cable cool down. So I'm going to move my hot water off to the side. And I have my towel set up. I'm going to lay the cable onto the drying towel. And first, I'm going to hold the tip with one hand and put the weight on the other. Now I can see that this needle tip is where it belongs, and I extend the second side. And then I can unroll the towel onto the needle and then place the second weight on top. This is the hardest part. You have to wait for the cable to cool. So leave it in a place where you can set it without disturbing it. Let the needle both dry and cool, just like when you're making cookies. And then come back in a couple of hours or even overnight and see what happens. You might need to redo this process 1 or 2 more times to get your cable to relax, but I promise it will make your knitting easier. So thank you for the question. Next week we'll have another session of Ask a Knitting Fairy Godmother, and I'll talk to you then. Bye!